sends out for this one. Has not been in charge for very long, was coaching in Belo Horizonte in Brazil with the Minas club until very recently. Ilke van der Vieve, the skipper and the setter and the heartbeat of this team. Already talked about Britt Herberts, the teenager who brings so much energy. Celine van Gestel, another youngster, just 21 years old. Kaja Grabelna, Polish-born, and a teammate in Italy with Britt Herberts at the Busto Arsizio club. Dominika Sobolska gets her third start out of 4. Marlies Janssens, another young middle blocker. And it's a first start for Anna Valkenborg at Libero, another youngster. Played in this competition a year ago. And Gert van der Broek, who's been coaching this team for more than a decade. Very, very excited at the potential that this young squad has already shown glimpses of. So that's the formalities done and dusted. It's a best of 5 sets. It's first to 25 points, but you have to win by 2 clear points. If it goes to a 5th set, a tiebreaker, then that is a race to 15. But again, you have to win by 2 clear points. Belgium battle-hardened already in that 5 set. Come from behind victory against Bulgaria. Korea took the first set against Serbia, mighty Serbia, but that's the only set they took in 3 matches in Belgrade. And we are underway with Celine van Gestel to get this one up and running with serve. Kim handles service reception. Nice defensive work again from Van Gestel, but they just have to shunt it over. A chance, a good block there coming in from the Belgians. Early strong defense being shown here. Backcourt defense by Grabelna there. And Herberts, oh, they'd set it up perfectly for Britt Herberts, and she's just pushed it wide. Terrific defense there early from Belgium. They thought they'd carved the opportunity out for themselves. Herbert's just putting it out of play. So Korea pick up the first point. Lee Dae-Jung, the setter, will serve. Picked up backcourt by Jody Guillaumes. Good block from Young Park for Korea. And they get a shot at this one as well. The block there, too strong. That was Janssens right in the thick of that. Marlies Janssens saying no way. Well, that's going to be one of the headaches for the Koreans. Very strong inside Belgium defensively. Having made that stuff block winner, Janssens will now serve. Nice service reception. Kim can't find a winner again. A terrific dig, Janssens. Herberts just about kept alive by the Koreans, but it's just a beautiful bit of improvisation there. Finding nobody home in the mid-court. Lee Dae-Jung saying, oh, look like no play available. But in fact, it's Kang that's been really clever there. Just dropping it into space with Grabelna stranded at the baseline, couldn't react. Kang So-wee with a big point for the Koreans. Conjured something up out of a not very promising situation there. She will now serve at 2-1. That's a good serve. Second touch needed. And a bit of a mess made of that from Pyo Sung-ju. Just got right underneath it. The Koreans will be disappointed in that. The service was so good, it had Belgium scrambling. The initiative had gone to Korea on that point. And Pyo just couldn't keep it in play. Ilke van der Vieve, the captain, with serve, and Pyo is not going to make the same mistake twice. Goes cross-court to deadly effect. Here's the youngster, the VNL debutant, Park Yoo-jin. Into the net. You do see this happen at this level because flat, safe serves at this level just get smashed back with interest. You have to go for your serves. You'll see a lot go long, a lot into the net. Decent serve picked up nicely by the libero O. Picked up back court and sent on the reverse set. Grabelna says, well, I'll have some of that, thank you very much. Lovely bit of setting there. Van der Wever had options. Went backside, where Kaya Grabelna said, thank you very much. Herberts, with a fizzing serve. The block strong again to deny Kim, and they're in trouble here. This is just dump and hope. Lee Jua has to just send it over. Quick set, and a missed opportunity for Belgium. That's another wayward one. That's a couple of those they've had, the Belgians. So Korea, once again, the beneficiaries of a point they really had no business winning. Here's Kim Hee-jin. She two nets. Skimming over the net cord there. Dominika Sabolska with serve for Belgium. Pio has just pushed that over. Van Gestel picks that up, and the backcourt attack coming in from Britt Herberts is emphatic. Stop that. No chance. Timed it perfectly. Just hung up there by Van der Wever, saying, where are you, Britt? Come and have a point. That's another serve that the Koreans haven't handled particularly well, and Pio, though, will get the touch. Did well there, Pio Sung-ju. Under some pressure. She will now serve. Oh, Lee manages to conjure something up, but the Koreans out of luck. Close, so close for the youngster. Thought she'd done it all right there. And Lee Jua just could not keep it in play. Tough break that for the Koreans. That's a nice backcourt attack. Kim Hee-jin. Here's Lee, one of the two teenagers out on court for the Koreans. Oh, that's why you see them hit the net, because if you can skim the net cord, you're going to get a break like that. An ace serve off the net cord. And she played for that as well, Lee. So we will come to the first technical timeout at the conclusion of this point. Van Gestel handles service reception. Nicely kept in play there by Lee. And the block can't deal with the spike from Kang So-wee. So that's a really good recovery then from the Koreans, who will go to the first technical timeout. 8-7 to the good. They've closed a little gap, settled themselves down, and they're 8-7 in front here. Gert van der Broek with a first chance. to just fine-tune his squad. Well, Belgium are not fast starters. They're not quick off the blocks. And for Korea to have a good chance in this match, you do feel that they're going to have to capitalise on the Belgian slow start. Here's Lee serving Van Gestel. The running attack. He's picked up Kim with a great bit of defensive work. And really caught in no man's land there, Pyo Sung-ju. Really tough to conjure anything up out of that. If she'd have played it again, she'd have perhaps thought, well, let's just go safe and push it deep. That's a nice drive down the far side. Kim Hee-jin coming in from deep. That'll take some stopping. Celine Van Gestel just conducting the post-mortem there on the Belgian side of the net. Lee Dae-yong with serve. Herbert's handling that. And another quick reverse set. Ilke van der Wever laying it up beautifully there around the cross court. You're not stopping that. So Marlies Janssens doing her bit. And now serving. It's a good serve as well. Only just picked up by Pyo, and they have to shunt it over on second touch. Herbert's denied. Really strong block there from Kang. And too good again, Kim Hee-jin. Just scraping one off the block there. Two defenders over there, but Kim, too good, too strong. He's Kang So-wee, who made an important defensive play not that long ago. Looking to try and conjure up something with serve here, and they go after Van Gestel again. Herbert's just with a touch, and no chance. Somehow kept alive. Has it? No, it hasn't. Yeah, hit the floor, despite Van Gestel's best efforts. And now it's the Koreans with a tiny little bit of daylight. That's enough for Gert van der Broek to say, well, we just need to talk this one over. He calls time out. Yeah, really stranded there, Herberts. Kim, too good with the block, and despite that diving effort from Ilke van der Wever, the ball hit the floor. Herberts was always reaching for that one. And that's one the defenders would have expected to win, and they did. Kang So-wee then will continue with serve. Can Korea build on this slender lead they've managed to open up here? Oh, ho, 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 there's the answer. Clean ace. Driven deep into the backcourt. The Belgian backcourt defenders took a look at it and said, that's going long. And they got it wrong. Clever, swirling serve, lots of movement. Van Gestel stepping in front of Grabelna. Wouldn't have helped Grabelna, unsighted as that one went past her at the baseline. And Kang is creating some mayhem here. This time going after Jody Guillaume's, the libero. Another ace. Well, this is potentially a set winning burst of points that's coming from the serve of Kang So-wee right here. That's blown this first set wide open. Well, finally it ends, and this time the Belgians do call it right. But that was nevertheless a very impressive little burst of serves from Kang. Means the Belgian squad have got some repairs to effect here. Van der Viva with serve. The setters had to work really hard for that, so they're on the back foot a little bit here. Nice improvisation, really clever push set. Saying to Park Yoon Jing, drop that one into space, and the youngster obliged. So here is Park now with serve, still that 4-point advantage. Nice quick set. Not the cleanest contact from Sabolska, but did manage to find some mid-court space. Nobody home defensively for the Koreans. Herberts. Well, that's going to work as well. Lee Jua comes up with another one. They made one or two clever little adjustments here, the Koreans, early, to try and neutralise this Belgian block. There's a lot of duels at the net there. Winning at the moment is Kim Hee-jin, who's had a productive first set already as we close in on the second technical timeout point, and that technical timeout point will come right here as another spike attempt is missed by Belgium. Kai Grabelner, the rueful shrug there as they go back and hear from Gert van der Broek, with now a 5-point gap. Promising stuff this then from the Koreans. Early days yet. Kim Hee-jin with serve. Side out Belgium. Easy decision there for Van Gestel. Ducked underneath that one. Saw that was travelling and said, all right, you keep on going. Now they need some points on serve. And Natalie Lemons, who came off the bench and played a big role in the win over Japan, will serve here. Not great service reception either. They're all over the place. The block has done enough to keep it in play. Kang is back court. And then the cross-court winner from Lee Jua. And it's another impressive point for Korea. Another missed opportunity for the Belgians. Nice running attack there. Beautiful execution on the spike. And that's another opportunity that goes begging for Belgium. Pyo then will serve. Still with this healthy 5-point lead. Another quick set. Pyo defensively back court. Now, violation there from Celine Van Gestel. Picked up by the second referee. And Silke van Avermaet will check in. Another young middle blocker. Played in this competition a year ago. Backcourt attack. And Britt Herberts manages to get a block touch. That's where she's so dangerous. Lee De Jong was there, but all she could do will stick a finger up, and it hit that finger. Manon Stragier will now check in as well. He's come off the bench in all 3 games for the Belgians prior to this one. Another player with experience of this competition. A year ago when she was just a teenager. Nice pick up from Herberts, really important now. Can they finish the job? Van Gestel can't. Kim is there. This is a problem though for Kang. She almost conjured something up out of that, you know. Van Gestel goes for a second one, but no, the defense is solid again. Kang. Kang is having quite a start to this match. It's another one the Belgians will be thinking, well, we had a shot at that. Touch on its way through will give Kang another point. So Pyo will continue and make that an ace and make that pretty much the first set. Not for the first time. The Belgians very, very slow off the blocks. Look at the movement of that serve though. Completely bamboozled Herberts and Guyams. Well, Gert van der Broek just wants to slow it all down. Start planning for the next set. Because this one, barring something extraordinary, is gone. Very tight-knit young group Gert van der Broek has put together here. And a very resilient group as well. In a familiar situation, trailing in the first set. Second touch doesn't work from Van der Vieve. The Koreans read that all the way. The block can't produce a winner, but the initiative now goes to Belgium. Van der Vieve sends it back. Side job finished. Very emphatically indeed. Great height on that spike. Now ball still on its upward trajectory. Dominika Sobolska dispatched it with authority. Van Gestel then will serve. It's a good one. Great scrambling there from Lee, and they might get a second opportunity at this off the back of Lee's beautiful backside set to Park Eugene. Oh, that was all about Lee Dae-yong doing such a good job there. First keeping it alive, then setting up the youngster for the kill. And Korea staying in the driver's seat here in this first set. And that is pretty much it. Kang with a stuffed block as well. She's had a very good opening set. Kang So-wee, the 21-year-old. Might have been a lot of net in there, but Kang's presence, a real nuisance. Now Herbert's quiet first set for her. No winner there either. Winner there though, Kim Hee-jin says, you give me that much time and space, guess what? Had all day to pick her spot there, Kim. Now, this first set is rather fading away for Belgium. Well, there's a side out there. Janssens comes back in to serve. Van Avermaet goes back to the bench. Really good setting again at full stretch. Lee Dae-yong somehow manages to lay it up beautifully for Park Eugene. The service reception wasn't great. Set point then. Kang with serve. Herberts denied. No play. Backcourt attack. Takes a touch on the way through from Kang So-wee. Fittingly, she has the final touch in that first set. Now, what a strong first set it was. It's gone to the Koreans. 25-15. Well, look at that. Timed it perfectly. And finished the job. Very impressive from Kang. Very impressive from Korea. They've dominated this first set. Belgium, yet again, tossing away the first set, as they have done in every match that they've played in the Volleyball Nations League so far this season. They've come from behind to win twice. Can they do it again? They're going to have to come from behind if they want to beat Korea. First blood to Stefano Lavarini's side. So that's how the first set was won by the Koreans. Now this is how they did it, by the numbers. Look at all those attack points from the Koreans. 4 aces as well. If they can cut down the opponent errors, it would be near perfect. Leading the way, Kang and Kim, statistically, for the Koreans, who are looking for their first win in the competition. Well, Belgium scored a miserable 15 points against Bulgaria. That was in the second set when they fell 2 sets adrift against the home country. You've got long odds of them coming back from that, and Stefano Lavarini, the Korean coach, knows that this Belgian side has got plenty of resilience. And it's not how you start, it's how you finish. The Belgians also had a complete meltdown in their second set, a straight set loss to the USA. The Americans showing their considerable strength in depth in the first round of matches. Very, very strong, despite leaving a host of big names on the sidelines. But we know this Belgian team can shrug off a bit of adversity. Let's see how they respond to falling a set down here. Lee's serve is a good one. And Celine Van Gestel being targeted again. Van Gestel making a mess of service reception. Mark that one down as an ace for Lee Dae-jung. Mark that down as the perfect start to this second set. It's a really nasty one for Van Gestel to have to deal with as well. And an even more horrible one for Jody Guillaume's. Back-to-back aces there for the Koreans, who've carried on where they left off the first set here with Lee serving. Where's the third one going to go? Van Gestel says we've had enough of that. Much better service reception from Celine van Gestel. And she's able to finish the job as well. Nice reverse set, good height. Just one block and a beat. One-on-one with Kang. Van Gestel comes out on top of that one. She will now serve, serving Kang as well. Comes back to Kim. And that's good enough. Always chasing it there, Belgium. As the backcourt dig was going to go over the net, and an easy put away in the end. So Kim continuing to cause problems for the Belgians. Kang with another sizzler. Absolutely brilliantly handled by Guillaumes. That's just shunted back over on third touch. The initiative passes to the Belgians. Options for the setter. Great work defensively backcourt there by Kang. And in the end, it's all a bit of a mess. And yeah, just see the reaction there. Ilka van der Wever is really getting this team fired up. Into the net it goes. That's a break for the Belgians. Well, let's see if they respond to that tongue lashing from the captain. Dominika Sobolska now with serve. The veteran middle blocker. Oh, she was looking for the line and it's just drifted the wrong side of the line. Worth a go, right idea. Not far away from being a perfect serve. Park Yoon-jin. All about touch and placement. Kaya Grabelna taking everything off that. Pushing it over the block, dropping it into space. 2 to beat. She circumvented that, said don't need power here. This is all about touch. She will now serve. Pick that one up there from Pio, and it's a brilliant rescue as well from van der Wever, but the initiative switches to the Koreans. Pio can't find something. Marlies Janssen sticks a fist out, keeps that in play, but back it comes again. Pio finishes the job for Korea. It was a full rearguard action mounted by the Belgians, but the Koreans kept their focus, always retained the initiative. Really wide cross-court set. Pio at the second attempt finds the cross-court winner. Kim then continuing to serve Guillaumes. Oh, not much there for the Belgians. Now, did that take a touch on the way through? Yes, it did. So Kim then will continue with serve. And when they get to the first technical timeout, Gert van der Broek, the Belgian coach, has got a lot of work to do because this second set's getting out of control very early and they're all over the place again. Herbert's very quiet so far, but she's gone for finesse instead of power. And it's conjured up a point. Having to really think their way through these points here, the Belgians. They've got no kind of rhythm at all. They're just scrapping for every little thing they can get. Herbert's very quiet in this match so far. Top scorer for the Belgians in the last 2 wins. Too good again. Pio just bamboozling the block. And it's the Koreans who get to the first technical timeout. Comfortable here. 8-4. 2 in the block. But the number 2 for Korea coming out on top.
Our goal, a good choice in attack. Very good. Go,
There's Stefano Lavarini there saying good choices in attack. He must be very happy with what his team is showing here. They've been very effective with their attack hits throughout this match. Belgium, meanwhile, still stuck in the mud here. Pyo Seung-ju will continue. Backside attack there. Janssens finishing it off from Van der Wever. Knew what they were looking for here. Van der Wever sending it backside, the running attack. Janssen says, yep, that's all mine. Janssens then with serve. Pushed it. It just went and went and went. An easy leave. 18-year-old. It's a serve that just died. The backcourt attack comes in from Grabelna and it's picked up. Again, a great bit of work defensively and a bit more there from the Koreans. Nothing there for Kim except just to push it over. Van der Wever can set up Van Gestel, who takes all the sting out of that one. Leaves the backcourt stranded. Clever. A lot of options there. Defensively, the Koreans at full stretch, and it was all about placement. So here's the skipper, Van der Wever, Ilka Van der Wever. Pyo picked that one up nicely. Kim, far side, said, that's mine. Really nice reverse set once again. The block struggling to get over there. And although Van Gestel managed to get a touch on it, it was just simply to divert it. Very, very difficult to defend. Van Gestel can't get the cross-court winner. Lee is there. Kim pushes that over. The libero backcourt attack is effective. Britt Herbots says, that's mine. Lurking with intent here, the 19-year-old. Timed that move to perfection. Van Gestel with serve. Kim is denied, first time. Not the second time, though. The foul call goes against Belgium. Kang So-wee will serve with Korea still holding this 4-point lead. The Belgians can't close that gap. A net skimmer from Kang. Herbots with a cross court that had a real touch of authority about it. Signs here in the last 3 or 4 points that Britt Herbots is starting to build up some heat. That's a very, very encouraging sign for Belgium, and it's a worrying sign for the Koreans. If Herbert starts bringing it, watch out. Sobolska with serve. Sent back side to Kim. Brilliant pickup from Van der Wever. But Grabelna just has to push it over. Kim will get another bite at this, but it's denied. And that's taken nicely. Grabelna, who had a good defensive dig earlier, comes up with the spike. And Belgium suddenly have cut that deficit in half. Now, can they hold this momentum? It's all been sparked by those big hits from Britt Herbots. Much more of this. And Lavarini will be thinking timeout. Well, he won't have to worry about it there. An ambitious, over-aggressive serve coming in. Side out. Park Yoon-jin and will serve. Korea looking to restore that 4-point advantage. And they might just get it as well. Yes, Yodi Guillaumes, the libero, lost the flight of that one. And it is all about ball movement. That one's just dipping away there. The mishandle from Guillaumes. And the timeout, Gert van der Broek. It's frustrating, this, for Belgium. They had a bit of momentum, and it's been snatched away again. A lot of conversations going on there. Marlies Janssens, one of the coaching staff, involved in a very deep conversation. Not so much talk on the other side, where Park Yoon-jin is getting ready to continue with serve. Wonder if she'll go after Guillaumes, the libero, again. There's the answer. But a much better service handle there. Brilliant bit of defensive work from Kang, back court, to keep that alive. And they're all over the place again, the Belgians. The set attempt from Guillaumes is not a good one. Again, just here, there, and everywhere. So Park will stay on serve. This time goes after Van Gestel. Herberts goes cross court, side out. Here's Grabelna, Herberts' teammate in Italy. Here's Pio, and the block says no Pio, not happening. An easy pick up in there for Marlies Janssens. Pio got caught in two minds. She was looking for the full-blooded smash, realised the block was there, tried a bit of finesse and ended up really coming up with nothing. So the block did its job. Grabelna with serve, picked up nicely back court. Kim tries to go cross court. Van Gerbels is there, Van Gerben is there, and Grabelna though, given an opportunity, unable to take it. It's another missed chance here for Belgium, and Korea maintaining the initiative here. Kim. Herbert's had a lot of work to do there. It was an easy pick up, and then Kim is denied by Van Gestel, but it's over on first touch, and that's a mess. Well, a rare error from the Koreans. That's thrown Belgium a lifeline. Slightly off balance there, but a really wild swing as it turned out. Now, what can Britt Herberts come up with? A netter. Herberts did have 3 aces in that defeat against the United States, but the net serve takes Korea to the second technical timeout, still with that 4-point lead. The Belgians had halved it at one point. Will they get a second bite at this? Kim Hee-jin in double figures for the day. Very, very powerful attack. Weapon, that's not exactly a shock. Kim has been prominent in all the attack play that's come from Korea in this year's competition. And for the 4th straight match in the Volleyball Nations League, Kim in double figures in scoring. They're pretty happy about that. And she's not finished yet. Sees now have 13 points in that loss to Serbia, the four-setter, but she's well on course to smash that mark here against Belgium. Oh, what a clever serve. It just died over the net. Yodi Guillaume's, who's been a target for a lot of the Korean serving, just on the back foot, and this is all about Pio. That serve just slammed the brakes on in front of the Belgian libero. And if Belgium are going to win this one, it looks inevitable that they're going to have to do it the long way, coming back from 2 sets down, because the Koreans are in control now. A bit of frustration got out of the way there as Kaya Grabelna came from way back. The pipe attack effective there for Belgium. And there is still time. A couple of quick ace points will paint a very, very different picture. And that's what they need. Points on serve by any means necessary. Janssens with serve. Might get a shot at this one. Van Gestel, not much power on that. Kang is able to pick that up. Kang tries to finesse something there. Grabelna picks that up. And Kang again there defensively. Kim, and that's going to come straight back. Really good dig. Kang, it goes long. Did it take a touch? Well, they're looking. They're saying it took a touch. And now, that's being discussed on the other side. Well, the call is a point to Korea. That is now getting reviewed, and if the Belgians have called for that, they all looked at Gert van der Broek and said, you've got to challenge that, and they would know, the player will know if there was a touch. Now, the coach has to trust his player. She would have said, no, I did not touch that, so this has to be reviewed. At the moment, it stands as a point to Korea off a blocked touch. But was there a touch? Certainly the Belgian response was no. There's Sabolska driving in. Van der Viva, but somehow it's gone past them. And a coach will always trust a player like that, because there's absolutely no point in saying, no, it didn't touch me, because the replay will show that it did. They were emphatic. No touch, they're right. Good call. Big point as well. That's a big swing. Nothing doing there for Lee. And Belgium with a good opportunity here, as they pushed it too long. Well, there was a chance there for the Belgians. Van der Viva. Janssens setting up Grabelna. Van der Viva looking on in dismay as that one just travelled too deep. That was a great opportunity for the Belgians. An opportunity that's gone begging. Sabolska denied. The pipe attack is denied. Who's going to get to that? Now, is that going to come back? Brilliant bit of improvisation. Lee with the third touch. Another attack from the back court. Herbert's denied. That's Kim defensively. This is really good defense from the Koreans, and they've won the point off the back of it as well. That was real defensive resilience. Tremendous team effort. Big, big point this for Korea. There's Pio with one rescue. They've improvised that back somehow. And eventually, with Herbert stranded back court, they conjure a winner up out of it, and you suspect that will be enough to give them the set. The net cord helps as well. Another bit of terrific defensive work from Pio. They really are playing some solid D here. Van Gestel looks for the angle, can't get it. Kang is there. Kim too strong. They're running away with this second set as well. And yet again, very effective transitioning out of defense into attack. Kim just drove full-blooded at that one. Too hot to handle for the Belgians. Gert van der Broek says, well, I'm going to call a timeout here. but this set looks like it's gone as well. Oh, interesting that he took his captain Ilke van der Wever to one side there. We saw van der Wever really getting after her teammates on court on a couple of occasions. Timeout breaks the rhythm. The net serve from Pio, side out. But they're under no pressure at all, are they, the Koreans at the moment? Lee Chua, the youngster, able to have a laugh and a joke with the coach. Nice running attack once again. Park Yoo-jin, who's slotted right in here in her first start. Slipping round, finding the angle. Very tough to defend when that is executed like that. All about timing. Korea's timing perfect. Here's Lee Dae-yong. Drops one in. Belgium scrambling around. Again, terrific defensive work. That was Kim, the libero, almost keeping that alive. And that's the thing. Belgium are getting so few cheap points. They're really having to work for everything, even that one. They almost got under that. Not quite. And Gestel into the net. Kang So-wee. It's another net skimmer. Oh, look at this. That's kept alive in the backcourt, and then the pipe attack denied by Valkenborg. Another great bit of defensive work backcourt. Both teams at full stretch defensively, and in the end, the stuff block comes in, and Belgium will be looking for more block points. Got a big one there. Both teams playing some really good D. Kim getting a handful of net, but that was going to be a tough block to beat. Natalie Lemons coming in for Sobolska. As Van der Broek continues to shuffle his pack. Jody Guillaume's, the libero who's been picked on a little bit, is currently on the bench. Anna Valkenborg in. Well, there's one change. Bringing Lebens in as a serve specialist. Backfired. So she'll sit back down. And Korea close to within 2 points of a 2-set lead. Park with serve. The pipe attack is just too long. No, they're going to challenge that. They're all looking. And Stefano Lavarini says, yes, we are going to challenge. That was close. Well, the call initially looked a good call. But certainly the Korean players all reacted by looking to the coach. Did you get a view of it? And I guess when you've got a lead like this, you think, well, let's have a look. Lose nothing by getting this reviewed. And it's in. It was well called. Absolutely beautifully called by Lavarini. Well, the players in unison reacted by saying, well, what do you think, coach? And I think he fed off that. They saw something. Let's have a look. Park then stays on serve. Set point. Herberts tries to finish the job there, can't do it. Kang was too good, and again, chaos. Absolute chaos on the Belgian side. Just a ball dropped into space, and that's good enough for the Koreans. It's back-to-back comfortable sets. And defensively, Belgium all over the place at the moment. And Korea are cruising through 2 sets here. The first one was easy at 25-15. The second one, almost as comfortable, 25-17. This really is one-way traffic. And if the Belgians are going to mount another one of their 5-set comebacks, they are going to have to improve their play all round. They've been second best through 2 sets. And it's the Koreans in cruise control. So that's the story of the second set in pictures. Let's have a look at the serve placement. And the Koreans mixing it up to pretty good effect. And very effective, as you can see down the middle. That's where the bulk of their aces have been driven in. Mid-range stuff in there. They've had the Belgians scrambling around and a bit befuddled defensively. The attack points were a lot closer in that second set. And again, Belgium unable to conjure up any aces. And the Koreans coming up with 3 there as well. And I'm sure Stefano Lavarini is saying, just reminding everybody that this is a resilient Belgium team. Having already come from 2 sets behind to get a win, they're well capable of making that transition again here as Jutta van der Viva, the kid sister of skipper Ilka, just warms up. We might see Gert van der Broek ring some changes. Well, they've been here before. They were in a nail-biting third set against Bulgaria, which could have gone either way. They eventually pulled that one out and completed the job in the tiebreaker. So Korea know this one isn't over yet. It is a first point of the Volleyball Nations League assured for the Koreans. You get a point for a 3-2 loss. But Belgium will be looking to start strongly, and it was certainly a good serve. This is the kind of point you feel they have to win to have any realistic chance. But again, the Koreans doing such a good job defensively, it keeps coming back at them. And you can see the frustration starting to manifest itself on the Belgian side. That was another point that they would have thought, yeah, that's ours. But the Korean defense and Lee Dae-yong right in the middle of that has prevailed yet again. Herberts. She's angry. That might be good. Nice reverse set, taken high. And that one is not coming back. Carolina Goliath checks in. Van der Broek is still looking to find that right blend. Service reception wasn't the best there. The Koreans lucky to get a second bite at this. And a third bite. Kim can't find a winner. Big point this. And eventually Celine van Gestel finds a big space back court. They needed that. They were forced to work hard for it again. There's Lee, the setter, with the big reverse set. But it's Van Gestel that comes up with the winner. Herbert's with the serve. It's Valkenborg picking that one up. They go far side and nothing doing. Nothing doing. Park Yoo-jin, one-on-one with Goliath. Not sure if she actually got the block or if it's the net, and it is all net. So here's Kang. Herbots picks that one up. Van Gestel. Still they won't give it up. Tremendous recovery there from the Koreans. Van Gestel has a second bite, blocked out of it by Park. They'll go far side, and again, the overset didn't help Belgium there at all. The Koreans scrambling and fighting for everything. Just won't be denied, won't give it up. Great rescue from Kang, who's been a defensive star in this match. Finished off by Park Yoo-jin, who's been really impressive in her first appearance of the season. There's Kim unable to find a winner. Nothing doing there for Herbots. And there wasn't much doing there for Kim, but somehow she's managed to conjure something up. Deft placement and touch there from Kim Hee-jin. That's all it was needed. Beautifully angled past the block. Valkenborg couldn't get there. And Korea continued to look comfortable here with Kang So-wee, who has been so strong defensively and has also contributed 9 points in a terrific all-round performance from her. That's a great rescue from Lee. Really good work. And the finish from Kim Hee-jin. Well, Kim Hee-jin is showing up as the stats leader, but very often all she's doing is finishing the job that her teammates have done defensively. Belgium just can't conjure up any winners, as Korea are just getting everything back at them. Kang stays on serve then. And she's there defensively again. Pyo goes cross court. Too good for Anna Valkenborg, who crashes into Britt Herbots. And Belgium are in deep, deep trouble, even this early in the set. Yeah, and he knows it. Gert van der Broek says, I've got to call a timeout here. I've got to burn one of these early. This is now getting really ugly.
Ik ga er overtuigd zijn van een pijp. Als een vinger hier staat, moet je niet dat doen. Dan moet je zien dat de zin weg is. Dan kun je veel meer open trekken en dat controleren van jij. Ballen binnenkant. Nu is het 10 afvallen.
Well, Belgium came into this one thinking, well, we might have a chance here if we catch Korea cold. It's never worked out that way. Instead, it's the Koreans who managed to shrug off what was a disappointing trip to Belgrade, where they picked up just one set against very, very hot competition, admittedly, in Turkey, who the beat finalists here a year ago, Serbia, the reigning world champions, and the Dutch, who are ranked number 7 in the world. Nothing doing out of that round of matches, but here everything seems to be going their way. Kang conjures up an ace out of nothing. She moves into double figures, and when the net chords are going for you like that, there's no stopping you. Just what Belgium did not need off the back of a timeout as well. A fluke ace off the net cord. And the service was so poorly handled by Anna Valkenborg that it was put back on first touch. The overpass punished ruthlessly by Pyo Sung-ju. Well, we heard Kurt van der Broek a few moments ago. His player's going to hear from him again because it's the first technical timeout point reached here, with Korea absolutely running away with this now. Britt Herberts has been the top scorer in the last couple of games for Belgium. She's the top scorer here, for whatever that is worth, but she's never really been able to impose any authority. There was one moment in that second set that she picked up a couple of quick points in succession. You thought maybe this is now going to start to roll Belgium's way, but the Koreans defensively have done such a good job of keeping the dangerous teenager quiet thus far. Kang serves Valkenborg again, and Valkenborg again has made a mess of it, and Belgium have paid the price. Well, that's back-to-back points either side of the technical timeout that have been identical. Kang serving Valkenborg. And the overpass from the libero. Well, it's not going to happen 3 times in a row, but what can Van Gestel come up with? Nothing. Kang is there, back court. They'll send it over to Kim. She can't find a winner. Van Gestel blocked out of it, kept alive brilliantly by Van der Wever. That was a really big dig, but Kim finishes the job, and Belgium looking bedraggled and beaten here. This is a runaway train they're staring at. So Kang stays on serve. Goes deep to Herberts. Van Gestel can't beat Kang. And once again, Kim goes cross-court and has just destroyed Belgium's defences again. Beautiful reverse set, taken high. Even though the block could get itself established, the angle that Kim could find, just unstoppable. Van Gestel on third touch. They went after Valkenborg again. Pyo blocked out of it. A rare flash of defiance. Kaya Grabelna was there with the stuffed block.
Come on.
Lemons comes in to serve. Herberts picks up the spike from Kim. Lemons sets it up for Van Gestel. A great bit of defensive work. Once again from the libero O. And once again, Korea win the point off the back of it as well. They've been so solid defensively today, Korea. It's a hugely improved effort from them. Oh, the veteran with the dig. Keep that alive. Park Yoo-jin with serve, and it's absolutely bamboozled Britt Herberts. That must have moved in the air for Herberts to be caught out like that. Either that or Belgium really have just mentally shut it down now. Well, if the first 2 sets were poor, this third set has been an absolute meltdown. Jody Guillaumes is back in at libero with Valkenborg taken out of the firing line, and it's no change. They've gone after Guillaumes, who has also completely mishandled the serve. And the third point in this set taken on first touch by Korea. And Gert van der Broek just says, well, let's take a last time out. This has been a catalogue of errors, this third set. Players only huddle there. Well, this is just what the Koreans needed. They get Thailand next, and a chance to avenge an Asian Games semi-final, which they lost to the Thais. Coming up next, they will finish the group matches here in Macau against China. Park continues with serve. An improvised third touch there. But once again, it's the Koreans with the initiative, and Pyo can't beat Guillaume's. Van Gestel, a great rescue once again, backcourt. It's been the feature of the match, that, and then they were able to drop it into mid-court. The Belgians crafted something there. Kaya Grabelna. That's Kang again. Defensively, so they had to put it where even Kang couldn't get it. Grabelna with good vision there. Serves Kang, quick set. Nothing doing there for Lee, so it'll go over to Pyo, one of 3 double-digit scorers today for Korea, and the backcourt attack from Herbert's too good. Well, that's her signature move. And we haven't seen enough of Britt Herbert's on the pipe attack for Belgium today. Not given up, that's for sure. But this would be an extraordinary turnaround. And Stefano Lavarini is not going to allow Belgium to build any momentum at all. He's called a timeout.
And then you arrive to attack. You arrive, and then arrive the ball. You arrive early. If you see her arriving, go. If she is late, wait. Okay? Oi. Quality like this in defense, that is really good. Sharp attack like this.
Well, that was clever use of a timeout there from Stefano Lavarini. When you're this close, you do not want to let the opposition build up any kind of momentum at all. Grabelna then will serve. Kim is denied by the block. Grabelna down the line again. Brilliant bit of defensive work. Oh, the libero coming up with that. Does that take a touch on the way through? No, it does not. Side out Korea. This is getting looked at. Might as well. I don't think he really there's any huge expectation, even if it goes his way. Gert van der Broek has been around this business long enough to know that he's in need of a miracle here. One step at a time. Can he win the challenge? Well, always look for the moving finger. Is there a moving finger there? The answer is no. I don't think he genuinely thought that there was a touch. But it's clutch at straws time for the Belgians here. The running attack is effective. Silke van Avermaet back off the bench. Slips around the backside, where it's all about angles. Tough to defend this, even if the blockers are there, and there was only one blocker there. Pyo had no chance of winning that duel one-on-one with the angle that Van Avermaet had managed to conjure up. Van Gesten serves O, the libero. Pyo goes cross-court. Herberts is there to deny that. Van Avermaet just has to place it over. Pio will get a second look at it. Rescued by Van Gestel. At what expense? The pipe attack blocked. Stuffed out. Silke van Avermaet one-on-one. Wins a big battle there for Belgium. Well, this was set up perfectly for Kang So-Wee. But Silke van Avermaet was having none of it. So changes. Sees Lee Hyo Lee, the veteran, come in alongside Jung Ji-yoon. That's a 38-year-old and an 18-year-old coming off the bench for Stefano Lavarini. Just wants to freshen everything up ahead of the second technical timeout. And Celine Van Gestel will be hoping that second technical timeout is delayed. Here's Jong. It's delayed. Definitely. And Silke van Avermaet has suddenly become very, very prominent defensively for the Belgians. Back-to-back points for the teenager. Oh, she took on Kang one-on-one. Now she's done it again, but the problem the Belgians have got is they have no margin for error. The net serve brings up the second technical timeout. Korea still comfortable, closing in on a straight sets win over the Belgians. Well, Pio, as I say, one of 3 players in double figures in terms of points, 10 attack points. Second only to Kim's 14. Pio is always a steady source of points. He's been very clever and very effective. Not just a big hitter as well. Come up with the odd block here and there. Pio will now serve as Korea look to wrap up a straight sets win in the Macau Forum. Well, she's managed to dig something out of absolutely nothing there, Ilke van der Wever. Had no play on that at all, other than to improvise something out of a second touch. Lemons comes back out as Janssens replaces her. And it's Van Avermaet with serve. Where's that going to go? Not very effective. Go far side, and Herberts works the block, scrubs one off the block. Belgium giving themselves half a chance here. It's a glimmer of hope now. It would still take a career collapse, you think, for the Belgians to get back into this, but just a chance. Van Avermaet, whose stuffed blocks helps spark a Belgian revival, looking to conjure up another point on serve, and it may come here from Herberts. Well, this is a charge. This really is a charge now. And Stefano Lavarini might have cause to regret taking that earlier timeout. He might be needing his timeouts here. And certainly if there's another point, he may well take his second timeout. Well, well, well. What a difference Silke van Avermaet has made to this Belgian lineup. The stuff block points and a devastating burst of serves. That ace has now made this a 4-point game. And suddenly, Stefano Lavarini has just got to remind his team to play to the finish. And this against a Belgian side, remember, that has already conjured up a come-from-behind win.
So we versus 1 versus the center.
Well, he's out of timeouts now, and he had to take that one. But I wonder if he regrets taking that earlier one when it wasn't absolutely necessary. He can't stop it again after this. Well, how are they going to cope with pressure? Can they knock Silke van Avermaet out of the rotation? They've got to get side out here, the Koreans. Van Avermaet has single-handedly transformed this third set. Just a chance now for the Belgians. The block is good, and the block has done it again. That was Marlies Janssens right in the middle of that. They still have a healthy lead here, but the Koreans are wobbling. Well, she gambled and won there brilliantly, Janssens. Lee Dae-yong comes back in. Lee Hyo Lee, the veteran, that was a brief cameo from her. She's back on the bench. Van Avermaet is getting a sore serving arm. That's a clever one. Nicely picked up. Lee, or rather Kim, with a huge opportunity to just steady the ship for Korea, has made a dreadful hash of this. That's your banker. If you want someone to come up with a kill, Kim Hee-jin is the player you'd look to. They set her up beautifully, and she's pushed it well wide. Korea in trouble now. The deficit just 2 points. Oh, with service reception, but it's all over the place, and they've scrambled something there, Korea. Oh, that was a missed opportunity for the Belgians. Well, the block was there. Just wouldn't quite work. Now, when you're Korea in this situation, you'll take a point any way you can get it. Lee Jua has given them new life. Back in front by 3. And the service reception from Jody Guillaumes makes it a 4-point lead. And is that Belgium's best chance gone right there? They pulled to within 2. Then a little bit of misfortune. Then a mishandled serve. And suddenly Korea breathing a little bit easier, having been given an almighty scare. Lee Jua, the youngster, serving Van Gestel. Not an awful lot Herberts could do with that. And that is Kang So-wee finishing the job. And you just get the feeling the Belgian charge has run out of steam. That's 3 big points in a row for the Koreans. How fitting it should be Kang coming up with that one. She's had a game. Going after the libero once again. Herberts can't find a winner. Another great rescue, but it's shove and hope from Pyo. The quick attack is good. Marlies Janssens scrubs one off the block. But now they need a couple of quick points on serve, at the very least. Here's the captain, Van der Viva. Do they get one here? Great opportunity for them. Herberts sends it down the line. The Koreans punished for poor service reception. And the obituary notices for Belgium might be getting torn up here. Van der Viva with another good serve. And that had to be finished by Kang So-wee. She's delivered a perfect cross-court response. Korea back in a comfort zone. 5 points from wrapping this up. Lee Dae-yong with serve. Serves Van Gestel. They'll take it over to Grobelna. She's denied. They'll come near side, and Kim doesn't make a mistake this time. It was her wild miss that really got the Koreans wobbling. Well, there was nothing wild about this. Cross court. Too good. Van der Viva, the despairing dive, an impossible situation. Herberts. Despairing dive at the other end. Pyo helping it on its way in the back court. So Herberts takes a breather as Manon Stragia comes back in. Nothing Pyo could do with that. Stragia brought in as a serve specialist here. So can she pinch hit a couple of points here for the Belgians? It's a decent serve. Kang has not handled that particularly well. Kang will get third touch. But the initiative is with Belgium. Great defensive work from Pio back court. Here's Kim. Nothing doing. Van Gestel keeps that alive. Van Gestel will look for the finish. Can't find it. Lee keeps it alive. Back it goes. Cross court to Kim. Picked up brilliantly defensively. Van Gestel works the block. Somehow it's kept alive. Oh, it's a terrific defensive dig. Oh, that's a mess. And they've somehow managed to come up with it. Brilliant improvisation right at the net there for the Belgians in a must-win point for them. It was their captain, Van der Wever there, that rescued that situation at full stretch and falling backwards. So Stragia will stay in. Now she won't. Very aggressive, very ambitious, as indeed it had to be. That's the kind of pressure that the Belgians are under, though. So Herberts comes back in, but it's Korea now 3 points from the finish line. And it's Kang So-wee. Goes for the jumper. Van Gestel takes care of that. Herberts. You're not stopping that. Full-blooded pipe attack that was pretty much impossible to defend. One despairing block at a beat. Britt Herberts was really energized, but has it all come too late? Janssens with serve. Ooh, it's not handled well at all. Service reception, a disaster, and Van Avermaet with the easy put away. Chalk up another point for Silke Van Avermaet. And that's Choi Yoon-jin looking to try and freshen up the attacking options for Stefano Lavarini. Wonder what it will do to the Korean psyche if they were to blow this third set. 2 points the difference. Marlies Janssens, the young middle blocker with serve, not a deadly server. Oh has handled that. Much better service reception. Kim is denied, but it was too good. Too much heat on that. Kim is always going to be your power play hitter. That's where you're going to look. Sure enough, Lee Dae-yong went for the reverse set. So where's Kim? We need a cross-court winner. She delivered. Park Yoon-jin with service. Serving Guillaume's. Not ideal, far from it. She's redeemed herself with that backcourt dig. And then down the line from Kyle Grabelna. Belgium not going away, but they are on the edge here. Right on the edge. Terrific block from Kim. Brilliant pickup from Guillaume's backcourt. And then finished by Grabelna. But they need this next point desperately. Grabelna with serve. Really went for it. Had to go for it. But she hasn't been able to grab any piece of that line. And that will bring it to match point. So Kim Hee-jin it is, looking to wrap it up. And may well have done just that, and has. Well, they went after Jody Guillaume's. Both the liberos have had trouble with service reception for Belgium. So Kim has done what she needed to do. A huge effort from her. A much improved all-round performance from the Koreans, who had a bit of a scare. They nearly blew this third set. They allowed Belgium to recover to within 2 points. But the damage had been done. Belgium left themselves no margin for error at all. And in the end, the Koreans were able to see it out comfortably in straight sets. So they've opened their account. And this is how the job was finished. No chance of keeping that one alive. Nasty serve to deal with. Look at that swirl and angle. Jody Guillaume's saw it skim off her wrist. Kygra Belner tried to rescue it, couldn't do it. And finally, the Koreans could breathe a sigh of relief. So it's a first win in the 2019 Volleyball Nations League for the Koreans. And a frustrating defeat in straight sets for a Belgian side that was looking for their third straight win in the competition. Not to be. The Koreans started fast and never let up. There's a look at the numbers. Belgium winning the block battle, but look at all those aces, 10-1. Look at all those attack points as well. And Korea with Kim and Kang and Pyo masterminding everything. Worthy winners.